For the fourth time this season, the Seahawks are gearing up for a prime-time game. Now, they want a win in Chicago, but they also need some help to get into the playoffs. Hello, 12s. I'm Jen Mueller with a preview of the Hawks' Week 17 Thursday night matchup against the Chicago Bears. A welcomed quick turnaround after a disappointing outcome against the Minnesota Vikings.
We had our opportunities. We had our opportunities to win the game. You got to give the Vikings a lot of credit with their track record in tight games like that, being able to play well when it matters most, and we fell short. So we got to move on. We got to go. Kind of the destiny is out of our hands right now, and that stings.
The Bears know the feeling, having lost 9 straight games and slogging through a season that held a lot of promise after drafting Caleb Williams with the #1 overall pick and selecting former University of Washington standout Rome Odunze at number 9 to complement the wide receiving group that includes DJ Moore and Keenan Allen. But offense has been tough to come by. Chicago averages less than 300 yards a game. Only the New York Giants average less. Now, that is not to say that Williams is easy to contain. He averages 6.5 yards per passing play and 6.1 yards per carry. That's equal to Baltimore's Lamar Jackson.
I think you got to approach it with, again, broken record, all 11 mentality. So how you marry the rush with the coverage, with how many you're going to send from what angle, what pass rush lanes you wanted to kind of fill up, and how you account for all the different pass rush lanes is always important. And it's not just 6-man, drop back pass or 5 out. It's you got to account for it in the play action game as well. So it's definitely at the top of your mind as you're going through a game plan for sure.
One thing I can say, he have a strong arm, especially when he got the pocket scrambling. He's good at that, extending plays as well. So we just have to be on the lookout for that.
This week, he'll be without left tackle Braxton Jones, who broke his ankle Sunday against the Lions, and that could open the door for Seattle's defense. Williams has thrown 19 touchdowns to just 5 interceptions this year, but has been sacked a whopping 60 times, the most in the league. Meanwhile, the Bears' defense ranks 26th in the league, allowing 359 yards a game.
They're playing hard. I know their record doesn't always show just the effort that you see on film and on tape, but those guys are playing hard. They're playing inspired, and that's something that we got to be ready for.
Part of those numbers allowed include 143 on the ground, but the Hawks are once again dealing with injury concerns at running back. Ken Walker wasn't able to finish Sunday's game with an ankle injury, and Zach Charbonnet was limited with an oblique injury. As for what this means this week,
how we've done all season, just having guys step up. I think, Kenny Mack's going to get some opportunities, and, maybe George gets in there and gets some more burn, and, just getting all these guys, opportunities to showcase what they can do. We've got a ton of talent, we've got a ton of depth, and every single one of those guys are capable. And so we're just working through the game plan right now, making sure guys are dialed in, and then once it's time to get out there on Thursday night, man, guys got to show up.
And I think the biggest thing is just like the scheme and knowing who my assignment is, especially on a short week. There's not as much time to prepare. So I don't think it changes whoever's carrying the rock. It's kind of just a trust that they're gonna, whatever they see, they're gonna hit the hole, and I got to do my job and make sure my guy doesn't make a play.
there are a few more things to watch for on Thursday night. Jackson Smith-Njigba is 8 receptions away from setting a season-high franchise record. And for Geno Smith, he is 63 passing yards away from topping 4,000 for the second time in his career. And if he can put up a 300-yard passing game, well, he will pass Russell Wilson for the most such games in a single season. Thursday's game is on Amazon Prime, a 5:15 kickoff, and you can listen on the Seahawks Radio Network.